game-accurate sprites and art. Some super quick self-sacrifice. Shield Knight's committed. The custom, high-quality yet pixelated sprite art that literally anyone makes just gives me severe happiness. What can I say? I just like pixel art. I love a good, simple, and clean character introduction. All it takes is a name. Plus, it's a show about well-known indie game characters. It's not like you don't know who Shovel Knight is. I mean, if you don't, well...
What's wrong with you?
Moro fans immediately recognize these things from previous animations and should know they're a problem, but their design still makes it clear to the newcomers that these are going to be a problem. And then he immediately proves that in the next scene. Oh, you thought it was a cute little thing, a pushover? Think again! Careful doing that, Shovel Knight. People have been known to dig straight into lava like that. I appreciate that Moro isn't actually nerfing the heroes. This first fight scene shows off that Shovel Knight carries a lot of, if not most of, his abilities, spells, and items from the game series. But it also shows that these drones are a serious threat if only one of them is giving the guy who is basically the witty of indie games this much trouble.
Hey, big guy! Over here! Yeah, you think it hurts. I'm gonna level with you. I'm surprised it doesn't.
Leave it to Cuphead to interrupt his own cool intro with his own ranting. Also saving your soon-to-be new friend. Teamwork! Now that's an entrance? Maybe? Still a badass unknown entity right now. Moro out here basically recreating the opening of Hollow Knight with these background graphics. That's the second hole Frisk has accidentally slipped down. Got a bad habit of doing that, huh?
I only just got here. Ditching this joint's not a question on my mind.
Retreat. A perfect suggestion, Valiant Talking Flask.
Pairing the valiant, well-speaking warrior with the 1930s-style Brooklyn kid leads to very funny accidental mistranslations like this, and I love it. No, don't mind me, just casually getting spoiled on Hollow Knight while making this video. I'll finish it and play Soulsong at some point, I promise, don't bite me. Good music cutoff. Oh, it's time for another extremely well-animated fight? Nah, Frisk is way too OP right now.
You disgrace the almighty math in vain?
Yeah, well, your almighty could shove it.
I think I'm gonna use that line in the future. That delivery was really good.
All right, you ding-dong.
Absent-minded buffoon.
Goofball.
Magic Flask.
I'm a top!
Sensitivity! Honestly, deserved spotlight. Celeste is a great game. Go play it. The repeat shot where he just pulls out the knife. It's so good, man. Don't know if that's ingenuity or resourcefulness, but sick either way.
That was quite excessive, don't you think?
Yeah, you need to play games more, Madeline. Your pragmatic side was 100% correct in what to do, and she didn't even kill them! This is definitely still one of my favorite fights out of both episodes. I just love seeing how two heroes from widely different game styles and mechanics interact with each other's powers, like their ghost modes. I just love little crossovers like that and how they interact. And it makes perfect sense for Shovel Knight to get the dub. Like I said earlier, he's one of, if not the first indie game icon. He can adapt, he's fought many a foe, and I'd even argue his spells, sorcery, and the like are just inherently stronger than Cuphead's tricks.
Now we'll never know if they survived. But to be fair, they were chasing me with a knife. I don't think they had good intentions.
Astute observations. Madeline's face at the knight's showing up. Okay, how is he coughing blood? Does he... but I thought the milk is... okay, you know what? That just gets a win for making me question the bodily functions logic of an 8-year-old indie game.
Before you take me down, tell Elder Kettle and Muggsy it was me who broke the picket fence.
Of course, he's on death's door, and his first concern is correcting his lie to the family. Mugman cameo. Generosity.
What a weird use of shovels. Back where I came from, we used those to pick up vegetables, dig holes, and bury the deceased.
Appropriate pause, though this implies that people in Shovel Knight's universe don't bury their dead. No, I'm not going to spend time on this again. Pushing onward. Saving your new buddy. And saving your new buddy back. Okay, that was just sick. Frisk's, alive? I don't know if that's worth a win right now. But they're fighting while bloodied and probably on 1 HP, so persistence. The last use of her energy was on that portal? Potential self-sacrifice? I don't know if it was to save them or herself, but definitely worth noting. Even more cool pixel art for the credits. And an equally cool Shovel Knight-style medley of various themes from the main character series. What a cool, in-depth perspective way to open the new episode. Already a testament to how much the animation quality has improved. It's making me want to play One Shot again. Also, saving the innocent. That's one pretty cool title card.
Step aside, young lady. That evil machine is dangerous.
I would be lying if I said I actually really like the new VAs for Shovel and Cuphead. It's my first time hearing Devil Artemis's vocal work in particular. It's got a great first impression. I'll just go ahead and point it out now. Just get it out of the way nice and early. The lip syncing is immediately perfect. Moro did admit that he struggles with lip syncing, so it's nice he actually got some extra help to make the animation just that much more immersive.
Shovel's got a point, Dollface, so beat it!
Alright, starting this now. Michael Kovac is always a win. I have plans to cover tons of indie animation, and he's practically everywhere and nails every role. Best we just give him the credit every time. Quick thinking and saving the potentially traitorous robot? It's honestly too early to tell. Man, one of my favorite sequences, and we're not even 5 minutes in. I love it when crossovers just give a generic thing that means multiple things across the universes and just lets them freely interact with them consequence-free, in case you don't know what I'm talking about. The pink things here, Madeline uses to recharge her dashes, Cuphead uses them to parry jump greater distances, and Shovel uses them to bounce jump. All things they do in their games, mainly with pink objects. I don't know what it is, but Cuphead's run cycle in this shot specifically is really appealing.
What's going on?
Auto-censoring. Also, if you don't know why Charlotte suddenly reactivated, Cuphead zap shot hit her. Okay, I don't have that ability yet, but god damn, that's cool. And the sound effect design just pleases my ears. Saving your friend. The HUD here is one of the bigger reasons why I think Charlotte is interesting right now. She's desperate and on a time limit, so naturally, the avoiding conflict thing is important. But is that what's really going on? She talks about the rogues in a bit, and it lines up that she wants to hunt down and destroy them, but then why so hesitant to work with the heroes later? And even lead them to their deaths? I have so many questions. They're probably not going to get answered for a bit.
Okay, now that we're all on the same page, can you pull me up already?
I can't win every bit with Cuphead, but man, Moro nailed the humor style of the game and the show. A multiverse travel montage is the fastest way to get cut down by the power of an angel, but also to get some really fun cameos out of the way, call back to old videos, and also get my boy Stinkman in the show! Woo!
Get back here, you impudent ball!
Apparently most universes think Cuphead is a bull?
If a portal fails to form near an anomaly, it could cause their abilities to realize any doable feat from their respective realm.
Yeah, we know. And it's sick. The tease for Shovel and Devil getting nightmare forms is kinda disappointing, because that probably deconfirms them getting it in the future. But also just so beautiful.
Can't you just open another one? We saw you do it before you went all...
Okay, I can't let that one go. That gets me every time.
The remaining of my energy was used to eliminate that child.
You what?
Madeline knows. Determination. If you're familiar with FNAF lore, you get a hint about where Frisk is just by looking around. But the non-FNAFers don't have to wait long to put two and two together.
Care to join us for a little game?
Is that your luring tactic, or are you trying to invite Frisk to watch war games with you?
No need to be hasty. We can talk this out.
Ow! But, you know, nice to show that the Heart Locket actually means something. To those who may not know, the Heart Locket in Undertale is only accessible on a genocide run, and is considered the strongest defense armor in the game. But you get it right before the Sans fight, meaning it's borderline useless due to how its fight works. Which, yeah, if the save file box earlier didn't give you the hint, this Chris got pulled right from the end of a genocide run, likely before fighting Sans. OP as heck. Thanks for spoiling even more of Hollow Knight's ending for me, Charlotte. Creepy music intro, sick as hell hammer, kick-ass name, the badass bad guy for sure.
They should not be capable of landing such a blow from a distance.
And that, my friends, is what we call instant karma.
He's dead. Get over it.
That is not an option.
Then what do you suppose we do? Fly up and slap him into consciousness?
Great cut. Because yes, that's exactly what you do. Good touch that Battlein had to be the one to hit him. Pink collisions and stuff. Now that's one hell of an entrance. Okay, that is certainly one way to prove they're evil. These visuals are nuts. Road Rage Cutoff. Okay, I've never played Hyper Light Drifter, but maybe I should. Drifter mops two of these drones like nothing in his first fight. And Shovel and Cuphead could barely handle one. Well, that's not at all terrifying. Oh, and the eerie, complete sound cutoff depriving you of a lot of your sensory.
How does this thing turn on? Does it have...
Okay, bro, how do you fumble a sword that hard?
At least let me have this thing. Knocks these guys in one shot.
Wait, say that again.
I have no idea who that is.
I got you, man. Just read the subtitles. Forgot to point it out with Unithor, but the rogues having a unique naming intro helps distinguish them from the heroes. You know, I never realized until I was rewatching this for like the 5th time that Frisk is just straight up deadlifting an arcade machine about to smash Afton even further into the machine he's stuck in. So this is what she meant by a portal failing to form. If one end of the connection gets severed off, the other becomes unstable and finds the nearest local to absorb the power. That is just sick!
Gather around, friends. This kid could use some comedy.
And now it's an even fight. Level 19 Frisk against a nightmare that can literally summon any of the machines made with this technology from across the FNAF timeline. Not to mention all of his bodily upgrades. I think out of all of the abilities Moro gave Frisk for this, my favorite is their ability to just summon conveniently shaped lamps.
And now you're volunteering to help fight a bunch of weird-looking robots that can kill us in the blink of an eye? This is too much for you, and you know it.
Well, Madeline, she does kind of have a point there. She isn't wrong when climbing a mountain isn't as huge of an achievement compared to beating the devil and conquering world-ending threats like the others have. But at least with Battle in here, they can fight back, so it's not like they're completely defenseless. Golden Dream Shield protecting her from the rain. I'm gonna call that sacrifice shadowing.
Could be your new go-to instead of the shovel, although you might need a new name. Bat Knight! No, wait, Batman!
Cuphead, I love you, buddy, but Yacht Club Games wouldn't hear the end of it for Warner Bros. If he did that. Or, I guess it's Netflix now. Cuphead's got one heck of a swinging arm. Best cameo yet. That is all. Robies!
Hold it! Who goes there?
Move an inch and I'll blast you into next week!
Show that scene to someone who hasn't seen this out of context.
Any talents or tricks up your sleeves?
I could talk to God.
Oh! Right. Well, that explains why Moro included Nico then.
I am not a cat.
By the gods of golden glory, I am ashamed. What knight am I who cannot tell flask from cup nor cat from child? Curse this helm that binds me and this foolish... this foolish heart that leaps to conclusions. I am a disgrace to them. Oh my god. Didn't catch how they got the power working in Grobies the first couple of times, but they literally just used the sun because it's a power and light source. Tetris and Pac-Man cameos. Neat that each of the rogues seem to be based off of various game creation engines in terms of theming and powers. Game Master, for example, not only summons game pieces for attacks, but also scales opponents at will, much like you can do very easily in Game Engine. Also, in case you're curious and didn't know, apparently Unithor is based on Unity, and the little guy is based off of Godot. Also, apparently the huge dragon is named Unreal, and conveniently is based off of Unreal Engine, which is also pretty dope. Interesting moment of personality for the rogues. GM literally shot off his arm because he didn't intend to overheat so soon, though by doing that he kept it from spreading. Okay, maybe Beheaded is actually my favorite comedy break. Now that is a clean graphics transition. Also, Drifter getting shown his future has to be the most brutal realization, knowing nothing he can do will stop his death. Mean, Moro. Mean. A lot of saving wins in this video, huh? You'd think this is self-sacrifice too, but Beheaded already knows he's immortal. He was just trying to keep Drifter from tanking it. Ooh, what a creative match cut. Well, it may not be Gregory, but Freddy will protect all the innocents, you know it. And this is where I suspected that there was hope for Frisk in this run. But, you know, for now, I'll give it a grateful win.
The path is blocked by what seems to be electric bars.
Good try, Frisk, but they don't work like that in the real world. I can't blame you for trying, though. Well, that's not creepy.
Was that the bite of 87?
Guess Chester took advantage of the multiversal calamity. Like, look at all these minor cameos. Toby Fox, the Blue Skull from Ultra Kill, teleporter from Henry Stickmin, the Bat from earlier, which apparently is from Hotline Miami, and is that Alien Hominid's gun? Also, Zagreus is gonna be pissed when he finds out his sword was stolen.
Anyways, I want pancakes.
Pancakes would be nice. I would like to have pancakes as well.
Neat detail for all three of them to canonically enjoy pancakes. So, like, did they just destroy any chance for the inhabitants of Grillby's to be revived? Or were they dead on Goldening? Generosity and attempting to make amends. You know, I'd probably carry strawberries around with me everywhere too, if I were a bigger fan of them.
Hey, you never told us what your name was.
Doesn't matter.
Well, wouldn't it be better than calling you a robot?
I am not a robot.
Morgana vibes much? This shot is just kind of funny out of context. Real characterization moment for Shovel Knight, giving him a moment to grieve the loss of his friend. A time-passing montage with all these funny interactions, intercut with a Frisk beating up the entirety of the FNAF cast montage, is the fastest way to make Frisk even more of a badass somehow. Like, I didn't think that was possible at this point. You know, call me crazy, but I don't think they should be blasting water in their face like that. Robots have been known to short-circuit that way. Just all kinds of sick combos, epic sword movement, and just amazing teamwork. Dude, better keep him away from Chester. I really want to see him come back at some point. Man, you can tell Drifter just wants to help so bad, but I don't blame him for running. Took them a lot of work just to knock Game Master out. Fighting 3 at once by himself? Bit too much.
Did you really think I wouldn't see your little trick?
This is one of, and probably will still be, one of my favorite interactions in the entire show. There's a certain nuance to how Springtrap addresses Frisk, almost as if he's looking through them and at the player behind their actions. Of course, the player-character relationship isn't nearly as explored in Undertale as much as it is in, say, Deltarune, but there were bits in the original game. Frisk is fully conscious of the decisions they've made, and who knows how many timelines they've reset just to see if something different happens. Okay, you know, I kind of started rambling. The point is, it's awesome seeing characters who have experience with tampering with timelines interact like this. And again, another sign of Frisk having hit a neutral route, potentially. Genocidal Frisk probably would have joined forces with Springtrap, no questions asked. Did this kid just get boy-slapped? The 3D yet pixelified effects of getting transported into Princess Quest are really cool.
Not anymore.
Self-sacrifice and generosity. Puppet not only repaired their locket, but gave them a weapon to fight with.
No more haunting. This is where your story ends. All of you.
That's just a sick line, dude. How has the lamp worked twice in this episode?
The longer you drag this out, the more painful your death will be. See how far it gets you.
And that is also terrifying, but in a dope-ass way. Dude, this entire fight is just so epic and amazing. Frisk, even with the locket, is on 1 HP and murdering his goons and cutting through Nightmare Springtrap like nothing thanks to the buffs. And the music. An incredible remix of Finale with all the right beats that are just making my music brain happy. Interesting. Springtrap and Bendy made the exact same movements as they lost their nightmares.
You will not take control of me.
Freddy's free!
This is not how it ends. I always...
Hopefully not this time. I'd rather you stay here and rot. These drones, man. I just have so many questions. Did Charlotte summon them on purpose to soup Game Master up? Or were they just there and doing that without orders? What is their deal? The rawest shot of Shovel Knight conceived in any piece of fan media. I really like how the music changes during this first part of the match to match the music style of the character the Game Master is focusing on. He took Beheaded's advice a little too literally.
Hey, shitbag! You should look up more often.
Dang, don't do the little guy like that, man. Drifter to the rescue, followed by Nico to the rescue. Yeah! This 10-second sequence must have taken like a month to do, right? Like just how fluidly everyone moves, the team combos, and powering each other up for one powerful, dramatic, and epic finishing blow. Just all kinds of teamwork. Huh. Guess she's green now.
Whatever burden you endure, let the past be. Press on, for every moment is precious.
You tell him, buddy. That's even more great life advice. So, I guess Unithor smelted the portal? Does it change Shovel Knight's destination now? Oh, Cuphead, you idiot! That's not the sun! Oh, we're all doomed. Self-sacrifice. Rest in peace, Ghost.
Goodbye, superstar.
There's no facial expressions with Frisk, but I can't imagine he wasn't at least grateful to Freddy for his help. So, friendship. Cuphead-style credits this time, with dope game-accurate art and a beautiful retro medley too. Yes, 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 just all the yes. V1 is gonna cook these frickers so hard you won't even believe it. Indie Cross, man. What a freaking show this is. Watching Moro evolve this concept from a silly little FNF mod into a show that's reached over 20 million views is honestly very inspiring. Watching so many bigger tubers experience this for the first time has been awesome. And the privilege of getting to share my own reaction with you all when it came out is something I will cherish for a while. This was implied, but the animation is very much next level. The 3D models layered with 2D visualized art combined with actual 2D animation breathes a new level of life into Moro's style, and it really just makes it his own. The entire cast did a fantastic job across both episodes. Too many references to count and track properly, and a surprisingly high amount of referenced memes. Like, seriously.
Machine, I will... Wait, who the f*** are you?
You're some... My legs aren't working.
Do you see that small vent on the floor? You might be able to reach the other side.
Maybe come back when you're a little more financially secure.
I always...
I've honestly said a lot of words right now, and I still have a lot of questions and theories, but I think it might be best to save them for when more of this show comes out. But I'm very excited to see more, cover more, and share more with the world.
I'd never say no to an adventure, but I think I've seen enough.